Hi guys, very quick walk around video here for you on our Volvo XC90. This is a 61 plate. It's the D5 diesel model. It's automatic, 5-cylinder diesel, plenty of power, 7 seats, ideal to tow. Very good, these among caravanners, they're very well sought after. As you can see, it's also a very good looking car. These are a car that is kind of a rival to both the Range Rover and the Discovery. It manages to feel like it's got that sort of luxury spec that you get in a Range Rover, but also it's got the 7 seats that you get from the Disco. It's a little bit smaller than the Range Rover, it's more Disco sized, but as you can see, really smart lines on it. It's a prestige vehicle. You can tell straight away that this is a nice spec with the aluminium roof rails. It's got the 18-inch alloy wheels with the Pirelli Scorpion tyres, which are a very good brand of tyre. It's got the tow bar on it. As I say, it is a very good tow vehicle, this one. The only real marks on the car, to be honest, are on the silver trim there, just where the tow bar is. There's a couple of little marks that will probably get touched in on it before it goes out. Just where, if I zoom in there, just where someone's caught it when they're towing, but that's just a piece of plastic trim and I can get that touched in anyway. Let's have a little look at it from the back 3/4 here. It's a really smart car. This car's done over 150,000 miles, but you'd never think that. But it is a Volvo. They're very well built, very strong cars. Certainly one of the cars in this sector that I would be recommending to anyone if you're looking for something that's not just going to tow a caravan but also going to have a real luxury car feel, which you do get on these. Nice lines on it. Obviously it's got that typical Volvo look about it. It's got the Volvo grille and a make that's synonymous with good quality estates and SUVs, so you know it's got very good sort of breeding, this car has. Right guys, now to show you around the inside of the Volvo. As you can see, it's a really nice, bright, airy interior. It's got the glass sunroof, this one has as well, which is totally electric. That driver's seat is fully electric, complete with memory settings. There's 3 presets that you can put on there. It's got electric windows, full electrics, including, you know, mirrors, cruise control, all the usual goodies that you get on this type of vehicle. As you can see, the dashboard is a very clean looking layout. Very keen on the nice, easy to use controls in the Volvo. Everything, as you would expect from this manufacturer, is done in a logical, sensible way. It's very easy to get yourself very at home behind the wheel in this car, which, it's a simpler layout than in some of the other rivals to it. So what I'm going to do, I'll just show you quickly round the interior of the car, and then I'll start her up for you, just to show you how the sat-nav screen and stuff, which rises out the centre of the dashboard, which looks quite cool. So we'll do that in just a moment. So looking into the back of the car, once again, plenty of space in here. It's got a stack of room on this, which is the middle row. Obviously this is a 7-seater, but there's plenty of room for 5 adults in this row. You've got a couple of aluminium trays here which pull out and have cup holders in them, stuff like that, which are quite a nice sort of set out. The car has got, as you would expect, a full ISOFIX system on it as well for child seats. Just a very nice sort of layout to the whole thing, really, and a nice design, typical of Volvo. Let's have a quick look into the very back row of the car. Now, to do that, there's a lever by here on the seat. I don't know if you can see that. I pull it up. It's a fairly simple thing to do. The whole thing slides forward, and that way you can gain access to these rear seats. Now, rear seats on this, let's have a quick look at the legroom. It's not huge. You would get an adult in here. I wouldn't say you'd want to spend hours in the back of this if you're 6 foot tall, but you're certainly going to be comfortable enough on a shorter run. It's also going to be more than ample for children up to a sort of 12 years old for a much longer distance. So put this back again, and it is sort of a one-handed system, so it's quite simple to use. All these seats, by the way, are on rails, so I can slide them fore and aft and create a bit more room in the back if I want to. So that's something that's always worth bearing in mind. Not all these cars can do that. The Volvo's interior, as you would probably expect with this manufacturer, it's very well thought out, very well laid out. And that's moving us on to the very back of the car now. So there's a lever by here that I pull to open the main tailgate, and they've done a bit of a Range Rover affair here because that drops as well, and that gives us a completely flat load area. So yeah, a little bit Range Rover-esque. So the Discovery's got a similar setup, in fairness, on the later ones, so it seems to be the way these SUVs are going. What you do have in here is a lot more room behind this rearmost seats than you do in a Discovery. Now that could be a factor for you if you've got a large family, because it's all very well having 7 people in the car, but you need somewhere to put their luggage, and in that sense the Volvo is very, very well thought out indeed. You have got the tow bar on this one as well. I'll pop up the towing weights and just confirm that on the listing for you. And as you can probably see on that back bumper, there are reverse parking sensors on the car, so that's another bonus on the Volvo. It is quite a large vehicle, so it's an extra little bit of a bonus when you've got those to aid the parking on it. So I think a very good looking car, if I'm being honest. Let me very quickly now start her up for you. So, sat in behind the wheel now. I'll just shut this door and I'll start her up. I drove this car back yesterday around about 150 miles from where we collected it, so start her up. All the lights go out, and then, like a phoenix, the sat-nav screen rises from the dashboard. Look at that, and the Volvo logo comes up. Another cool feature in this car is that it has got a remote control to sort of control this screen, which is very handy. I just press OK there and close it down for a second. That's how that all works for you. It's a really nice system. It's easy enough to use. You've got switches down here as well that do things like the power fold mirrors, which again are a nice little feature on this car and allow you to fold those in when you're parked in a tight spot. But just an incredibly nicely designed car, I think. A car that you would certainly be very happy with as a car, but also as a working sort of towing vehicle, really. If you need something that's going to tow a big caravan, this car's going to do the job. Now, despite the mileage on it, it's in amazing condition. It really is. I mean, if I zoom right in on the paintwork, a couple of little stone chips, there's one by there, but nothing really. But that's not a surprise on a Volvo. If you've any experience with this brand, you'll probably know that these things are built to last, and it wouldn't surprise me if this car did 500,000 miles. It's a car that just doesn't seem to age. It doesn't seem to really wear. The seats on it have got very little wear on them. I do these videos partly to sort of show you any marks and criticisms of the car, but other than that little bit on the back there, which I've already pointed out where the tow bar is, and that'll be touched in, there's not really anything. Look, the bolster's not, it's not sort of worn as such. There is a little bit of cracking on the edge there. There's a tiny little bit there that's frayed. I mean, for a car that's done 152,000 miles, it's pretty much as good as it gets. So if you're interested in this, or indeed any of our other cars, please feel free to give me a call. My number is 07932 873 646. This Volvo is available, and we're happy to take part exchange. We're happy to deliver this car anywhere in the UK for you. You give me a call, I'm happy to quote for delivery, but if it's within 150 miles, I'll do delivery free of charge for you. And if you've got a part exchange, I'm happy to give you good prices for anything that we would be interested in ourselves. Please give us a ring, give us a try, let us know what you've got. That number again is 07932 873 646. And one final thing, if you're a key worker or if you're NHS staff, you will automatically get £200 discount off this car. So again, give me a ring, make sure you make me aware of that, and we will build that into any deal we do here. Thanks very much for your time today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and we hope to see you soon.